This is like 1 week after.
While I was editing that video, I noticed my armpit. Hi guys, Spence here again. I've been due this video for a very long time. I've been using this Lume. When did I buy it?
This was what's included in the box. So you just plug it in and then turn it on, the on button. And it has different intensities. The more intense, the more painful or stronger it is. 1, 2, it has 6 settings. 4, 5, and 6.
If you want to know more information, I have this other video that I have posted around a year ago. I've been using it for some time now.
This is like 1 week after. This part I don't normally grow hair, like my upper leg. I have some hair there, but it's really fine. You can barely see it. But the bottom part of my legs, that's where I grow hair. And this was what I have burned last time. And it's kind of healed now. But this is my legs, you know, 1 week after I have taken the hair out. You see there's barely any hair anymore. This is after a month of regularly using it every 3 days. See, there's like almost nothing. I can only see like a little bit of patches there, you know, like little bits of patches where there's still some hair that's growing. Most of it doesn't have hair anymore. This is 1 week. 1 week of not doing anything to it. 1 week since I last took any hair out. Like that's it. That's all I have now.
It does work. I have a lot of bald patches now. My legs has growing no more hair. Most of my armpits. What I like about the results is you have smooth skin and there's no pigment under your skin, you know, from the hair when you shave. There's still some hair left under the skin and it leaves a darkish kind of pigment. And you can still kind of see that, and it actually makes it appear darker than the rest of your skin, you know, especially with your armpits. I've been wanting to do this video, but I have been preoccupied with a lot of other videos that I wanted to post, especially my holiday videos. It was like, this should come after this, and then, oh yeah, I need to show this and this. And then it just took a very long time. I got reminded by it when I was making these singing videos.
I didn't want to leave you, I didn't want to fight. Started to cry, but then remembered
because this headpiece kept falling off. And I was like, oh, let me put a hairpin to keep it in place.
I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather be alive, and there's nowhere in the world, and there's nowhere in the world alive, and there's nowhere in the world I'd. Wait a minute.
While I was editing that video, I noticed my armpit and I was like, wow, like my armpit looks so good. That's the best my armpit has looked like forever. Before Sometimes you will get like chicken skin. Sometimes you would get like these pigments still in there, and then your armpit just looks a bit darker than the rest of your skin. I really like that effect, you know, from the Lumi. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even posted a video about what was the effect. Did it work? Now I'm like, you know what? I really have to do this. I'm gonna get preoccupied with a lot of other stuff again, you know, and then my interest will get attracted with something else, and then I completely forget about it. I did promise that I'm gonna post an update on does it work really. There are some disadvantages. So from using this, I've been using it for a very long time. My fault at that time was I didn't really trust it that much in the beginning, and I have been using the epilator for a long time. So the epilator, what it does is it pulls out the hair.
I know, but I'm showing.
Ew, bro, why do you have to zoom in that much?
And that can cause some weakening also of the roots. And then you will notice that over time, your hair becomes thinner and thinner if you keep plucking it out. So that's what I've been using for all my unwanted hair. And I have noticed my hair is thinner. But to use this Lumi, you have to shave first before you use it, so that the concentration of the light is at the roots, because you want all the heat there. It will burn the roots that produce your hair so that it stops producing hair. But what I've done, thinking of that principle, I still epilated. Once I get like very little tiny hair, I will start using the Lumi, and then I epilate after. Because I was like, I don't want to shave because that's going to make my hair thick. What if this doesn't work? That's what I've been doing. I've been really vigilant about it. I've been using it every 3 days. You know what? Actually, that prolonged the process, because if you epilate, it takes longer for the hair to grow back. Some hair will grow faster than others. So I should have just followed the instructions, shaved before I used it. It does work, so your hair will stop growing eventually. A disadvantage that I found, it can overheat. So you have to give it a chance to cool down before you carry on using it. I actually burnt my leg in the beginning because I do it from top to bottom. So my unwanted hair is just my armpits, privates, and my lower legs. I used to think that I was really hairy because in Philippines, most people don't really have much hair. Like my mom, she doesn't have hair, but look, for me, that's hairy. Because my mom, and I think a lot of Asian countries, you know, they don't really grow much hair. So you can't even see it, but I have some hair there. Growing up, I thought I was hairy. If people ask me, are you hairy? I would say yes. Because I thought I was. I just recently realized that maybe I'm not really that hairy, because some people showed me this is hairy, you know, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so that's a lot more hair than I have, you know, because you can barely see my hair actually. There's no point messing with it. So I just do my lower legs. I start here, there, and then by the time I get to my lower legs, it's overheating. My problem is I'm a bit insensitive, like my pain tolerance is really high. The disadvantage of having that is you're burning yourself and you don't even know. I just noticed some lines here, and I was like, what is that? Where is that from? I realized that, oh, the whole device is like overheating, and it gets really hot, and then I'm just burning myself with it. From that experience, now I give it breaks. Give it a break before I get to my leg, to one leg, and then I give it a break after that one leg and go to the other leg, because my legs are the biggest area that I need to cover. Another disadvantage is, you know, obviously you'll have to do it yourself. Like a very small area that it covers. And it depends a lot on your accuracy. You have to make sure that you actually cover whole skin, you know, where it grows hair. Otherwise, if you miss some spots, then obviously that's gonna still grow hair. You can't expect results overnight. While going through this process, while trying to get rid of all your hair, before that happens, you will still encounter sometimes when you'll have some ingrown hair, because obviously your hair is still growing. It's just thinner, but it's still growing, and then some of it may get stuck under your skin. Eventually, the best part is when it actually stops growing the hair, because you just have this smooth, no chicken skin, no hair, dark pigment under your skin. I'm so happy about it. My only regret is that I haven't tried it sooner, because I have plenty of gray hair now. Like, see, that's a lot of gray hair. Some of my hair in my body has turned gray, and because this product targets the pigment, it's not gonna work for white hair because there's no pigment. I can't do anything about that now. My body white hair is not that much, one here and there. At least white hair, it's not that visible, so it's not really that bad. And this is not a paid ad. A lot of products now, actually, they hire ambassadors to promote their product. I am not one of them. I am actually just sharing with you my experience because I'm really happy about it. And I think when I first tried it, because I do a lot of experiments. Okay, I do a lot of experiments with food, with anything. Sometimes I do that on my live. People who I interact with online, they were there when I first decided that, you know what, I want to try this. Let me see if it works. If it works. Basically, this is me upholding that promise and saying, oh yeah, actually, you know what, I have tried it. My experiment actually turned out that it does work. The only other thing that I'm kind of worried about is maybe, what's the long-term effect? Do we have enough data? But at the moment, I don't really see any yet, because it's been around the salons that use light to get rid of hair before I even tried this, and I am hoping that, if it's gonna have some really bad effects, we would have found out about it by now. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a ninja without a name. Don't fall in love.